Good morning my dear students and welcome to Big Data Analytics class. So our today's topic is about mapper phase code, reducer phase code and driver code, and these three codes are very important for writing the map reduce coding. So we are going to learn the map reduce code, reducer code and driver code by using the word count program, which is a basic program in the map reduce coding part. So in today's session we are going to see about how the mapper code, reducer code and driver code will be, and that we are going to implement in the word count program. So that is a demonstration we are going to see now. So you can see here, this is my coding part, and through this word count program we will see the mapper code, reducer code and the driver code. But before that, the most important thing is we have to see the packages, because those driver codes will be available in these packages only. So that is why we have to see the packages. So let us see here. These are the three common packages, that is called as import java.io exception, iterator and string tokenizer. These are the common packages available. So apart from the common packages, there are other important packages are also available, such as Hadoop packages, which are available in the org Apache Hadoop packages. And these packages are very important for writing the map reduce coding. These are general Java packages which we have learned or which we have implemented during writing the Java program. But these packages are purely new packages for us, because these packages we have not come across. So for Java, these are the important packages. Let us see what are the important packages. Yeah, these are the important packages. Import org.apache.hadoop.fs.path for setting the path purpose. Int writable, long writable, text. These are my generic types, and these generic types are available in the package that is called as IO package. We have file input format, output format, job client, job configuration, map reduce base, mapper, output collector, reducer, reporter, text input format, text output format. These are all the packages available in the MapRed package, and these packages are helpful for input output format, setting the job client format and map reduce superclass, mapper interface. For all these things, these packages are available in the MapRed package. So these packages are very important when you are writing the map reduce coding part, and these same packages we will be repeatedly seeing in the next upcoming programs too. So what we are going to do is, we are going to write a word count program. So what is happening here? The word count program counts the number of times a word has appeared in the input file. So we are going to write a map reduce code to achieve this, where mapper makes key value pair and reducer does the aggregation job, and that also as a key value pair. So what is happening in this program is, as the word count is doing, so in the HDFS, I am keeping the input file, and my input file is some word file. And I am writing my word count program as a job task, my word count program as a job task, and this word count program I am sending on this data to find out, to count the number of times a word has been appeared. So how many number of times the word has been appeared? For example, if you see this file, let us see this file only, this file as a file. The is there for one time, word count is there for one time, program is there for program is for one time, and counts is one time. So in this fashion the word count program will be working. So I repeat it once again, the word count program counts the number of times a word has appeared in the input file we will be giving, and to do that job we are going to use MapReduce code, where mapper makes key value pair from the input file and reducer does the aggregation job on the key value pair. So like this the program works. So my program name is word count program. So since I have given the class name as word count, so the file name I am going to save as wordcount.java. You can see here I have saved with extension .wordcount.java. So that is what here. So now the most important thing is we are writing the mapper code. We are writing the mapper code. So you can see here, this is my mapper code. Public static class map is my class. Map is my class. Extends MapReduce base class, my super class, and implements mapper, so my interface. So this is my super class, this is my interface, this is my class. So we should not get confused here. So map is my class, MapReduce base is my super class, mapper is my interface, and the interface is taking parameters that is called as long writable, text and int writable. These are my generic types. So these comments are nothing but whatever the packages we have used here, that is the comments here. You can see here I am writing the map method, that means after the map class we are writing the map method here. So in the map method what I am doing here, public void map is my method. This map method is taking a parameter that is called the long writable, text output collector, int writable, and reporter. So these are the parameters it takes. Why it takes this many parameters is nothing but it takes the key value pairs. After taking the key value pairs, whatever the output is coming, the key value intermediate code will be there in the output collector, and it is going to create a reporter. That means when you run the program, how many number of times, how many key values has been generated, how many tokens has been generated, all that reporting is going to be done by the reporter. So that is the job of this reporter, and it is throwing the exception, IO exception, because if the input file is not available in the HDFS, we will be getting the exception. So we have to handle the exception. So if the input file given a wrong, then we will be getting an exception. So therefore we have to give the IO exception, we have to handle the IO exception. So that is about the map method, and here I am writing a converting the record single line to a string and storing in a string variable line. So as you know that in the input file I will be having a text, I will be having a text here like this. So what I am doing now, I am converting the record to a string and storing it in a string variable line. So for that purpose what I am doing is, I am saying string line is my variable, value dot toString I am converting in the form of a toString. After that what I am doing, string tokenizer equals new tokenizer line. That means I got the line here, this line I got here. After getting the line, in this line there will be number of words will be there, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So I am breaking the line in the form of a tokens. So I am using a tokenizer, my object here, new tokenizer. So it is taking a parameter that is called the line. This is my line. It is taking the line, and in the line whatever the words are there, it will be broken into tokens. That is called the tokenizer. And since there will be number of tokens will be there, since there will number of lines will be there in the files, we need to put in the iteration, because there will be number of lines will be there, because in the next line it has to go, in the next line number of words will be there, so it has to broken into tokens likewise. To do the repetition part, we are writing the while loop. You can see here the while loop. While tokenizer has more tokens, that means in the line. So as this is my input file, so these are my tokens, words, these are my, so if any words are there or not, I need to check. If no word is there, the loop will be terminated and it will go to the next line, and again it will check every word likewise. So while tokenizer has more tokens, so has more tokens is nothing but it is a method, and this method will check next token is there or not. If next token is there, what is going to happen? Value dot set, set is a method here again, tokenizer dot next token to take the next token. Likewise, it collects the output, that's nothing but output dot collect is a method again, value new iterable one. As you know that the mapper will take the input file and makes the key value pair, and that key value pair output is collected here by using the collect method. So this is the complete code of the mapper code. So mapper code job is over now. Now we have to see the reducer code. So this is my reducer code. What is happening in the reducer code? Let us see here. So I am writing here my reduce class, public static reduce is my class, and this reduce class is extending, that means inheriting the super class that is called the map reduce base class and implementing the interface that is called the reducer. And this reducer taking the parameters that is called as a text iterable, which are nothing but a generic types. So that is about the class, and now I am writing the method for the reduce. So public void reduce is my method, and this reduce method is taking the parameters text, iterator, output collector, and then output reporter it's taking, and as well as it is throwing the IO exception. So what is happening here? The mapper method has taken the input, and then after taking the input file which is available in the HDFS, it has broken the line into tokens and made as a key value pair, and that key value pair output will be given to the reducer as an input. So that it is taking the input here, because the output given by the map method will be the intermediate input for the reducer code. So that's what here. So if the input is unable to handle, then we are going to get the IO exception. That is the reason we have to throw the IO exception. I am declaring a normal local variable, that is sum here, because we have to count the words. How many number of times the is repeated, how many number of time Hadoop is repeated, how many number of time Vignan is there, that is like that. So for that I am using the sum method here. So here iterates through all the values available in the key and adds them together and give the final result as the key and sum of its value. So while values dot has next, that means as long as next values are there, if the loop will be repeated, then sum plus equals values dot next dot get, nothing but here if the is repeated for next number more number of times, it will be added. Did you remember or not? In the previous session we have discussed about the map reduce paradigm. So in the map reduce paradigm we have seen how the programming was happening. That is nothing but you can see here how many number of times the word is there. So it is for one time, next time again it is there plus 1, next time it is there plus 1 likewise. If the word Hadoop is there in the input file, for one time 1 will be there, again it will be next time 1 like that. So that is your sum plus. So the is repeated for 3 times and Hadoop is repeated for 2, that is your sum plus. So this is the repeating loop will be repeated as long as the key value pairs, the input file, the input given by the taken by the reducer, which is a output for the map. And ultimately we are dumping the output dot collect key. What is the key here? The is my key. New iterable sum. What is the sum? 3, that is the word is repeated for 3 times. So likewise, I am collecting the output, another key is Hadoop, and it is there for how many number of times? 2 times. So likewise, the reducer code has been done. So we have seen the mapper code and reducer code. I repeat in a short and sweet manner, the mapper will take the input file. After taking the input file, it makes the key value pairs. After making the key value pairs, the output of the mapper will be given as a input for the reducer code, and the reducer will take the output of the mapper as an input and does the aggregation job. That is nothing but plus, we call as a summing we have done here. After that, the output will be collected. So that is about the mapper code and reducer code. The last and the most important code is nothing but the driver code. Why it is important? Because the driver code itself will start the mapper code and reducer code. But we have implemented the mapper code separately, reducer code separately. But we are going to use them through the driver code only, because the driver code only will start the mapper and the reducer. So we can say that this is the beginning of the program we call as a actually. So let us see here, we are seeing here. So this method is used for setting all the configuration property, and it will be acting as a driver to the map reduce coding, and it is going to handle the exceptions too. Let us see the driver code here. So from here onwards, the driver code starts. So I am starting the main method here, public static void main is my method. So since my main method is available here, my program will also start from the main method. So it is taking the parameter string argsof and handling the IO exception. So here is my driver code starting. Job conf is my job configuration, creating a job conf object and assigning a job name for identification purpose. So job conf equals new job conf. So this is my word count program name, that is a word count program, and once you compile, you are going to get the class file, that class file name. I am giving the job name as word count. You can give any name, whatever you give, but it will be good if you give the relevant name. So my program is relevant to the word count, so I have given the word count. After that, setting configuration object with the data type of output, key and value. So to do that job, what is the job I have done? Conf is nothing but my job configuration object. Set output key class, text.class, conf set output value class, int writable class. Providing the mapper and reducer class. So I have provided the map.class and reduce.class. So since I have provided the map.class and reduce.class, that is the reason when you run this program, that is wordcount.java program, we will be getting a 3 class files. One is a wordcount.class file, another is a wordcount map.class file, another is a wordcount reduce.class file. So 3 class files you are going to get. Generally, whenever you run the program, you are going to get only 1 class file, but here we are going to get 3 class files. So since we get a 3 class files, it is not possible to run the 3 class files. So we need to make a compression, we need to create a jar file that we are going to see in the next session. So that is my map.class file and reduce.class file. After that, setting format of input and output. So what is my setting format here? Text input format dot class, text output format dot class. Next is the HDFS input and output directly to be fetched from the command line. This is very important here. So here args of 0 and args of 1. Args of 0 is nothing but my input file. That means through this word count program, which input file you want to perform the analysis. That's nothing but wherever your file is there, you kept in the HDFS, that part you have to give it, that is called the args of 0. I repeat it once again, whichever the file you want to do the analysis, that is your input file, that I am giving as a args of 0. And after performing the analysis, wherever you want to store the output file, that output file I am giving as a args of 1, that is nothing but output path we call as a. So after doing all this configuration, ultimate step is running the job, and running of job is done by the run job method, that is nothing but job client dot run job. So what you are running here? Conf. What is the conf? You have set all the configuration here. Configuration, you have set all the configuration for mapper reducer, you have set the configuration for input output, you have set everything now, and your job is ready to run the program. Right. So this is about the driver code. So we have seen the mapper code, reducer code and driver code. So the mapper code will take the input file as any normal input file which is kept in the HDFS, which you are using for analysis purpose, and the output given by the mapper will be the input for the reducer, and reducer will take the output given by the mapper as an input and performs the aggregation. So to make the mapper code and reducer code to be run, we have to make use of the driver code, right. So these are about the mapper and reducer and driver code. So in today's class, we have learned about the mapper code, reducer code and driver code, and thank you so much for listening the class. We will meet in the next session. Thank you.